All right. It's been a while since I've done a update on the bike, so I'm going to do it. It's been well overdue. Let me get my finger off the mic there. Anyway, so here's what's going on. Got a few things done. The seat plate with the shocks for the seat are mounted. Did the tank mount and this front seat bracket mount. Started bondoing that, all the welds on it. Make it look a little cleaner. It's not going to look perfect, but that's fine. Welded new plates here. New plates here and new plates here as well. The ones that were previously on there were just really bad. They were angled wrong and didn't match and looked horrible. Tires have been painted. I don't know if you saw them previous to that, but that brake drum, that rear brake drum, was completely covered with dirt. So I have cleaned that, polished it nice. It looks great. I'm really happy with the wheels. On the other side, here's the chain sprocket. Really nice, really looks good. It's really clean, really sharp. Doesn't look like a 30-year-old bike. I got front forward pegs, or front forward control brackets that mount to the engine mounts. They're in the process now. I got that piece cut. There's the front tire. It's all cleaned up and painted, and got holes in the brake drum, or the brake cylinder, brake disc. Anyway, brake disc. Front forks have been painted. Headlight was mounted. It's loosely mounted. It's not mounted completely. So there. Headlight was mounted. This original headlight was completely chrome. The top was chrome, the back was chrome, so I painted it. Got a nice texture going on there. I like the texture. I'm keeping the texture. And then I just Scotch-Brighted directional pads for this, for a brushed aluminum brush look. So just Scotch-Brite that and then clear coat it so that it doesn't rust. Painted the handlebars. Handlebars are a big thing here on this one. Because I'm using Harley-Davidson controls, the handlebars were set up for Suzuki bike. So I had to sleeve this. If you look at the end here, it's blurry. It's still blurry. But anyway, you can see it. There's a sleeve over the original bar, just to widen it up enough so that the switches would fit on there. Drilled holes for the wires to go through. The out holes are right underneath here, so they'll go down the side of the pipes and then they'll go through the holes, through the wire holes here, and then back into the engine. Both sides. On this side, only sleeved that much of it. Only sleeved that much of it, because this portion of it has to be for the throttle. So sleeved and welded this, drilled holes, same thing. You can see the wires, the actual controls are connected there. I had to wrap them up. I just wanted to test it to see if they'd run good. So that's the bottom set of switches, and they run down through here. There's where the hole comes out. What else have we done? So the frame's still got a little bit of things to go on it. I still got to finish up the front forward controls, but I have to wait on the engine. Finishing the engine. The engine is still in the same state it was before. I haven't done anything with it because the head hasn't come back from the machine shop yet. Previous owners broke a easy out off inside of the camshaft cleats, or whatever they are. They hold the camshaft down. So they broke an easy out off because they busted a bolt down in it, and the machine shop is going to have to drill it out, put a heel coil in there, and then re-tap it for me. So needless to say, I'm not doing anything with the engine. There's the cylinders, or the jugs right there. I haven't even done anything to them other than, like I did previously, I did sand down the cylinder walls. What else do we got? We got hanging over here, we got a tank. I'm going to go through a little step by step on this because I am not using professional paint. I'm just using spray paint. But you can get, despite what other people say, you can get a professional look from this. I've done it already. It's not hard. It takes a lot of patience and a lot of time. There's the seat mount, seat bracket mount. Yeah, it's kind of hard with a black background there. There we go. Seat bracket mount right there. And then over here, fender. This is the first coat on the fender. Of course, I'll sand all that down. It's definitely not level by any means, and it's dirty. You can see little pits and stuff in there from dust or whatever else. I don't even care about that stuff. The way I paint, it turns out like a professional job, and I don't have to worry about all this crap. You know, a lot of people talk about tack cloths and junk like that. That's fine. You can do that. You can be in a clean room and paint your stuff and get a really good job. Mine takes a lot longer. There's no doubt about that. But I get the same results, if not better results. Here's a fabricated tail light bracket. Got a nice little peak on it. That's going to go good with the flames. Flames are going to be silver leafed on the fender and on the tank as well over there. So that'll be nice. What else do we got going on here? Pipes are all painted. They're going to get wrapped, so I'm not really concerned with them. They're just lightly painted with high heat paint. Nothing good. They've got about 3 coats on them. So they're fairly thickly painted. No primer on that, because the primer will bake off. So it's just high heat paint straight to it, and they're going to be wrapped. So if that paint flakes off a little bit, it's not that big of a deal. The only reason I'm painting them is to try to keep the rust off of them. It is Rust-Oleum paint. I want to keep as much rust off of it as possible. Here's a little glimpse. I don't know if you can see this or not. That is the valve cover. And if you notice, that breather on there has got a high gloss black paint job to it. That high gloss black paint job is without sanding. No Bondo. A little bit of dust. I haven't even compounded it or anything else, which I will. I'll compound and buff it. But that is the result without any sanding. And you can see the reflection in there. So no buffing, no sanding, no nothing yet. So the paint on here, and there's dust. There's a little bit of dust from me sanding on the other stuff, on the frame and stuff, the Bondo. But if you notice the difference between the tones on that valve cover looks a little gray, and it should. It's a flat black, and then it's buffed out to be a kind of a grayish color. It gets black in spots and gray in other spots, and it's kind of a patinaed look. That is what the color of the frame is going to look like as well. So you'll have this nice contrast of silver